but I am not discouraged. We're going to try that ant deck again because I think there's a lot of potential there. This is 20. This is 15. Maybe... Did the scale tip really make that much of a difference? Maybe I could not turn this on, and instead we'll just do Pricey Pelts. So boss battles will still be a totem fight, but not every fight will be a totem fight. I feel like as we... What? Oh, shoot. We didn't get enough. Backpack space. Yeah. I feel like as we progress further into this challenge mode, it's going to really kind of force us into having that every fight is a totem fight. Because it's 20 points right there. That's a huge amount of value. So I'm going to have to get used to it eventually, but maybe I can hold out just a little while longer while I learn this ant deck and what makes it run. Okay, so we got a lot of good cards. I love Cat. Cat is so good. I'd like to try out the Cuckoo, but the Cockroach would synergize quite nicely with a insect deck. Although I'm not going to have a lot of bones at any point, so maybe that wouldn't be wise. The Black Goat would give me the potential to bring out the Ant Queen a little bit easier. I'm going to try the Cuckoo, because I'm very intrigued to see how it plays. We haven't really had a chance to see it in action yet. So, same as before, we're going to have a ton of ants in this deck, if we have our druthers. So I'd love to get Insect Head. Perfect. Alrighty, we're off to a very good start here. And they're not even going to be totem fights. So you're pulling 2 damage. That does not impress me. Put you here, put you here, and put you here. See? I love Cat. It just lets you play the whole damn deck all at once. Get a Cuckoo. I mean, why not send him out there, right? The poor chick never had a chance. Broken egg. So you're blocking a space. Interesting. Kind of like that. I mean, it's definitely stopping him from playing any more cards. Can't argue with that. And for Ant Queen, we are going to get rid of these 2. And we're going to get rid of you. And suddenly we're doing just a ton of damage on the board. And we're going to get a whole lot of overkill damage, too. Gotta love it. And even with pricey pelts, we might still be able to afford something. Let's see. If we can't get a wolf pelt, I'm not going to buy anything. I don't want to clog it up my deck. We got 6. Not quite good enough. Alright, I'll just take the rabbit pelt and we'll move right along. Now this is interesting. What do we want to combine? We could mush the Cuckoo. Okay. So hear me out. What if we got rid of the cat and put the cat's power on either the skunk or the Cuckoo? Because the skunk is just inherently defensible. It's got 3 health, and it also... oh, Dogfish. This one basically reduces 1 power against whoever's opposing it. So it's harder to hit, and it has more HP. It's pretty solid. I mean, sometimes 1 damage makes all the difference, especially in the early game. And maybe... Yeah, I've sold myself on it. We're going to mush the cat, and we're going to put it on the skunk, and then hopefully we'll find a fire to give him more health later on. But basically, we've just turned him into a more defensible cat. And it should play exactly the same. So, same fight, 2 sparrows. Oh, I like this. Check this out. We're going to do skunk on the far side, a cuckoo here, and gnat. Oh. Interesting. So I thought it would always summon a broken egg, but sometimes it summons a real egg. Well, that's dangerous. Interesting. That's going to be a problem. Okay, so how do we fix this? Well, I guess you start by putting out the ant queen. And then we can bring another worker ant on this side. And suddenly, we can't kill the raven, but we are offsetting his damage pretty substantially. And I think that's really all we need to do. Rabbit pelt. Still think it's enough to win, right? It's not. Oh, shoot. Well, this'll do it. Right? 4? Bingo. Alright, I'm playing a little bit fast and loose here. So we can... I feel like we gotta prioritize the totem. Because with this many insects in our deck, it's gotta be the right play. Do I want another ant queen? She's more playable now that I have the infinite sacrifice effect. But the worker ant is just agnostically solid. If we get the ant queen, we get a worker ant, though, so I think I'm going to go with that. Plus, if we get a chance to smush something together at the mycologist, then that makes a nice opportunity. So we can have every single one of our ants fly. I don't know how I feel about that. Because sometimes I really need them to do damage to what's in front of them. They would just ball out of control really fast, though. Let's try it. You know what? We're messing around. We're learning. We're gonna see if this is a good combo. Place your bets. Okay, good start. Well, kind of a good start. I would have liked to have our little friend available. I feel like every fight so far has just been 2 sparrows. So we start with a cuckoo. Broken egg, good. We are officially treading water, 1v1. I would love... Nope. I would love to pull our skunk so that we can infinitely sacrifice it. But he's not showing up. So you're going to pull ahead by 1, and that's okay for now. Because as soon as we get enough of these ants going, boy howdy, we're off to the races. Ugh, not good. So let's see, you're going to do 2 damage. I have 3 health. We can survive. We can still survive this. Now... I do very desperately need that skunk. Oh, thank goodness. So, I feel like I could sacrifice you. Yeah. We'll sacrifice you. Put you here to neutralize the damage. And then, if we put a flying ant out, I think we are now damage neutral? No. We are definitely not damage neutral. Okay, so I miscalculated that a little bit. Because you're pulling in 2 damage and I'm only doing 1. Oh, but no, we'll survive, because it's a net change of 1. Okay, we'll survive 1 more turn, and that's all we need to get our engine online. Because check this out. We're going to do boop, 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 and then another one of these, and boop, boop, and suddenly we win. So, the bone deck, I'm learning, it was all about a slow build-up until you have enough bones to make it pop. This deck, I'm seeing, once it hits its engine, once it ramps up to where it needs to be, it's just unstoppable. Another Ant Queen. I don't really love having that many, but it's okay. I mean, I guess I could sacrifice one of them. That would be interesting, though. Because if I play a cheaper ant, and it creates an ant... Yeah, that's a much better value proposition than the Ant Queen, I think. And then from here we already have full items, don't we? No, we're only missing 1. I'm going to do another combination. I like that. I think that's a really good play. So maybe do we want to squish another ant? And we'll put it on the cuckoo instead. Yeah. This is working. And we're thinning our deck because, like I was saying before, our whole goal is to get our engine online, and as soon as it's there, we're set. This guy's going to be hard, though, because ours is an engine-based deck, and if he knocks out our whole field, we're kind of in trouble. Thinning the deck is good. Yes, I totally agree, Dogfish. I try to keep it as thin as possible. So how are we going to do this exactly? We don't have our skunk yet, but that's probably a good thing, because we don't want him to mash it with the pickaxe. If I put Ant Queen here, you can actually defend against the coyote. I'm very bad at adopting cards. Find the interesting and then have too bulky a deck. Oh yeah, I've been guilty of that too, Dogfish, where I find a neat looking card and I'm like, oh yeah, I have that in there. In fact, before I started playing these roguelike deck builders with any level of seriousness, I never really understood the mathematical benefit of having the thin deck for the consistency. But once I started, thinking about it, I was like, oh, you know what? There's something to that. So let's see. I would love to have an Ant Queen right here to block that coyote. And I think we can make that happen. Or I could drop a rabbit pelt there just as a chump blocker. And that might be better. I don't think I'm ever going to break the pack mule, because all my units, all the good ones, they fly. So here's what I'm going to do. You block here. You go here. I'm going to summon an ant. And then we're going to bring one more ant over here. This is going to give us a good head start for this fight. In fact, it might even win next round before he gets to do anything else. Because I'm pulling out 4, and you cannot survive that. So next up... Ooh. Okay. Yeah. So we pass here, go to round 2, and you're going to fill my field with a bunch of junk. Then I need you to clear out some space, which you'll do here, and then block yourself. Your pack mule's going to keep moving, but that doesn't bother me. I do want to get... Do I want to get a cuckoo here? Maybe. I feel like I'd rather hold out for an ant. Well, you know what? Let's try it. Yeah, because I was going to say, if it's a broken egg, I could just drop down the worker ant right on top. And now the pack mule's not going to get in my way anymore. Perfect. So all of his units are jammed up. Which means you're pulling out 4 damage. I can take that hit. Do I want to take that hit and try to build up my engine a little bit more? I think I do. Yeah, let's see what happens here. So that adder is never going to come into play, because broken egg is never going to go down. Now from here, I can knock out both of your guys if I bring in enough ants to the party. How do I do that, though? This has got to be my skunk. Yeah. So we put skunk over here to survive a couple of hits. And we wait one more turn, I think? Because we can survive 3 more hits, and you're only doing 2. Net 1, actually. Yeah. I think this is how we win. Because next turn I'll have more ants to play. Like this. And then... yeah, that's all. And I don't think he can take down my whole army of ants before the damage overtakes him. Yep, solid. All right, I'm starting to see how this works. If you lose your momentum on this deck, it's highly unlikely that you'll recover it. Yes, please. But if you can protect that early game momentum, and you get the engine to start turning, the game is yours. There's nothing they can do to stop you. Now, the question is, where do we go from here? I do have rerolls that I can use. And smushing another card... What would I smush if I did? I might put Ant Queen's power onto Larva. That way it's another cheap way to get another ant out. Because Ant Queen by herself is not that great. Or I could go over here, aim for another insect, and then hope that the campfire is like, some kind of health thing? Both of those seem like pretty good options, actually. I think I'm going to go this way. We're going to smush together the Ant Queen's power onto Strange Larva. Yes, please. And that's going to give us more ability to get our engine working. Yes, I think that's right. Because at the very least, now Strange Larva is helping us to get some ants on the field. Okay. So there's nothing he can do to stop us now, because we got our engine. We got our skunk. So we start by putting the skunk here, because that will reduce your attack power. And we just let everybody go. Yeah, this is like a one-turn setup, essentially. See? Look at that. So there's nothing he can do to stop it now. If anything, I'd prefer if Strange Larva could get to the final stage. But I don't think that's going to happen, because you're doing 4. Yeah, no. Okay, so here's what we're going to do instead. Going to get rid of Strange Larva. Get 9 damage across the board. Get all that as overkill points. See, this deck is incredibly powerful if it just draws that one card it needs. I don't think any of these are doing it for us. Not great. So who would I want on my team? Damage is not a problem, so I don't need Rattler. Bullfrog is cheap. You know what I should be thinking of? I should be thinking of what sigils do I want to extract from these guys later. Bloodhound would be interesting, but I think Bullfrog is better for my deck right now. Now, do I want to keep the flying totem on these ants, or is there something better I could be using? So far, flying has been very powerful. I think we're going to keep riding that for now. Instead, we'll get a fire and see if we can't make somebody a little bit more... Yeah, there we go, healthful. Now, who do we want to survive longer? You're already quite defensible. Larva gets powerful if I keep him safe. I mean, we could just throw a little worker ant out there. Kind of like that idea. Yeah, let's put worker ant on the pedestal. That way you get a little bit more survivability. And let's see if this deck is still thin enough to function. Dogfish says, I always want to keep pushing these and see what happens, but I'm a coward. Oh, yeah. I found that in the story mode, I don't know if the developers patched this since then, but in the story mode, I was able to get like 4 upgrades at the fireplace. Maximum. Before it would just, cap out and you'd have to leave. From this version, the Kaycee's mod, maximum is 2. Even if you remove the people standing around the fire by using a poison or a ringworm or whatever, they still only let you upgrade twice. So basically it's like you get 1 free upgrade and the second one is a chance. And to be honest with you, every single time that I've taken the chance so far, it has eaten my guy. So I've stopped taking the chance at this point. Let's hope that we can block one of these guys. Good, good. What happens if you did the ringworm? Oh, you mean if you leave the ringworm at the fire? Oh, so if you put the ringworm on the fire and you keep hitting upgrade until they eat it, then the people at the fireplace get poisoned. And every fireplace that you encounter for the rest of the game is unguarded. It's free. So you can feel free to do a double upgrade on every single one from that point onward. Basically, you give up one fire and everything else is free from that point on. Alternatively, if you're playing the campaign mode and you get to the end of the get to the 4th boss, one of the challenges or one of the trials that Leshy gives you is Trial of the Ring, where if you have a ring, then you automatically pass. Normally you use the ring from the clock, but also if you have a ringworm in your deck, that also counts. Yeah, if you have the ring from the clock, then, there's no real reason to keep the ringworm in your deck. But I guess it's a little bonus thing where you can kind of use him as a benefit. Very clever. They have a lot of neat little mechanics in this game. So let's start off over here. And we're trading damage at this point. Net 0. And I've blocked pretty much all of his other stuff from coming out. So all I really need is my skunk to pop off the engine. But I'll settle for this. Because likewise, this guy, now we're matching damage again, but my engine has more room to grow than his, because I'm sucking up 2 of his slots. So really, all I need is 1 more ant on the field. Yes, and I'll put him over here. So that's 9. Perfect. That's all I need. Easy peasy. See, he's trying to use my own deck against me. The fool. Okay, so we get a card and lose a card. Either way we go. Is there anything we want to combine at this point? Well, we did say we wanted to put Bullfrog's ability on someone else, because Bullfrog is adding no value to our deck. But we could just as easily sacrifice him here. I think I'd rather do that. Well, that's questionable. This gives us more options to pick from, and we might be able to get something useful for our deck. Yeah, perfect. See, one of these guys. So I will get... With our totem, every ant flies anyway, so a worker ant is just objectively better. And for here, we will cut our little bullfrog from the deck, because he's not really doing anything for us. Yoink. Not that the bone will help either, but consistency, small deck, yada yada. So I don't like that tree being there. That is, that's going to limit my ability to make this work. But the coyote is going to break it for me, so that won't be a problem. Instead, we will start off by just grabbing a little flying guy and striking on forward. I think I'm going to outpace him. I don't think there's any world in which I don't outpace him. So we'll put you here. Now we're doing 2 per turn. And I would like to get my skunk online at some point. But the temptation is there to just, you know, keep putting more ants out. I mean, let's not mess with a good thing. We know this is how we win. So let's just do it. Yeah, there we go. More ants. I agree. So let's see. We have a mycologist. That's good, because we can mush together, like... Well, would it even be good to mush together a worker ant? Because their attack power is always going to be the same. Their health would go up, but their attack stays the same. And that's half the value lost right there. You know, I think I would rather just get the combination page and mush together whatever we get from here. If that's even possible. I wonder... Let's give it a try. We're going to try and get a card from this. Just give me sigils. Ah, see, that's all we needed. Well, surely we can... 1, 2, 3, 4... 2, 3... It is mathematically possible to lose this, but highly improbable. Yep. Nope. Well. Shows what I know. That's a big oof moment. Okay, it's alright, it's alright. We didn't need it anyway. Give me a pack rat. You know what? I think this is better. Because we'll get the pack rat, we can combine it onto one of our ants and just get some free item generation. Yeah, I like that. Very solid. I wanna roll it back and calculate what the odds were of failing that challenge. I had never thought about using them that way. Oh yeah, this is like one of my favorite ways to use the pack rat. That and just, you can get a lot of them, so I just get a ton and end up combining them all into one mega pack rat. But this is probably the more sensible thing to do, is just take away their backpack ability, and suddenly you just have more consistency. So I think this guy doesn't stand a chance. He's gonna bring this guy out. I got Skunk turn 1. So there's nothing he can do to stop me at this point. Even his hook stuff. Oh, you know what? I stand corrected. I do need to worry about his hook. I need to keep one lane clear for him to just hook all my junk. Okay, I'm glad I caught that. So here we go. We're gonna let him... Right. We're gonna let him grab this pelt. And we're just gonna wait for the strange larva to pop off. Because he can't do enough damage to me to make anything happen. And Mothman's just gonna totally wreck house. Do I want to bring out another worker ant? Probably not. Mothman rules. Yeah, totally. I have a buddy who was playing this game, and his first win was thanks to Mothman on the last battle. I know that you and I got the ant totem win, Dogfish, but Mothman also wins the day for our buddy. What do we do here? Never seen it before. Oh, you've never seen Mothman before? Yeah, he's very fun. Basically, you just get your little strange larva to survive for 3 turns, and his fledgling ability turns him into a 7/3. Pretty much enough to win any game. Ooh, you know what? I should have played another ant just to get some more overkill bonus, but whatever. A win's a win. I think if we can keep the deck small, we might stand a chance at winning this. Alright, I don't like any of these. Well, guess I'll get an amoeba. Worst case scenario, I can always just mush his power into someone else. Okay. So we get another challenge. We could get rid of our pelt, finally. We're going to end up at the trapper again anyway, though. And there's a mycologist coming up, too. Huh. Interesting. So at the mycologist, it's going to force us to combine our ants, unless we do something about it. So I think we get some fodder. See if we can't get, like, some other insect from him. Well, I mean, a worker ant, solid. At the very worst, we can just, you know, count on getting a slightly more healthful worker ant. And a pack rat's not too bad either. I could... Well, no, I don't want to do that. I was going to say I could just go for another pack rat on the right-hand track, but that seems silly. Okay, so Moose Buck is going to be a pain in the butt. But since he only pushes this way, the right lane is going to be safest. So that is where we put our larva. Yeah. So he's going to do a lot of damage to us for a hot second here. But as long as we can keep blocking him long enough to... Yeah, as long as we can block him long enough to get strange larva popping off, he's not going to be able to stop us. Yeah, there we go. And next turn we've got him. And he can't move anywhere. Oh, just kidding, he can. Oh, again, I missed one overkill point, but whatever. I'm playing a little bit fast and confident right now because this deck is so good. Gotta have fun while you can. Look at all these money! Well, definitely a golden pelt, right? And that's all I want. Yep. Good, good, good. Now, there's nowhere to spend the pelt, which means I can drop it here and combine some cards here. That's gotta be it. So this is gonna combine 2 of my ants, which is not a problem. Now he's got a 6 health ant with the backpack on it. I like that. I like that a lot. And then we have to decide whether we want to go left or right on this next one. Again, we did not get our turn 1 skunk for a turn 1 win. Moose Buck is tough. Interesting. I mean, could I put an amoeba out in front of you? I think I can, right? Yeah, what happens if I do this? So, sacrifice you to get a cuckoo here. Handled. Then we put an amoeba here to block that lane too. Then, whoop, I only have 1 space. Then we get an ant to get rid of you. And spend you here, sacrifice that to put you out, get another one back. Okay, see, that's a good engine right there. Just totally block his entire field. Oh, we got our skunk back. Not that it's gonna, do us too much good, but still, nice. Okay, so we currently have a ton of ants. We can combine something, or we can delete something. This has more options. What would I combine if I wanted to combine? Well, I would get rid of the pack rat, for sure. And I'd put it on this worker ant. That's got to be the play. Definitely. Corpse Maggot's not bad. It's a free summon. And he'll fly as well. I'm not going to push my luck. Let's just go with that. And then for this, we're going to get rid of Pack Rat and put his power on either Amoeba or Corpse Maggot. Maybe Worker Ant? Probably Worker Ant, right? Because if it's on Corpse Maggot that auto-summons, there's no way that my brain is going to be able to keep track of that. So instead, we'll just get another backpack-laden ant. We get 2 more combines up here. Yeesh. Better hope that we get something worth combining. I could use something, one of my items, and then go towards the backpack. That could also work. Interesting. This will block this bird that hatches, the raven. But these are going to do 1 each plus 1. Can I do something about that? I mean, I feel like you gotta start by bringing your flying ant out. That might have been a mistake. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I thought that the raven eggs would do flying damage because, you know, ravens, but I'm realizing they don't have flying yet. So when it gets the alpha boost, it's going to do ground damage and just knock him out. Yeah, that was a slight mistake then. So we... Yeah, they're just rolling into the ant. So here's how we fix it. We're going to use this here. I'm going to put a worker ant here. East. Nice. So the alpha can just blow himself out on this possum. This guy is going to be able to do some flying damage. And in the meat... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Well, you know what? We can just neuter his entire team with the paste. Or bleach. I call it paste. I think that's the way you gotta play it. Now we just need one more turn to get our other ant online, and we're in good shape. Because at this point, this alpha's doing nothing, the eggs are doing nothing, and this elk fawn is going to get knocked out by this. Yeah. Yeah. So that'll handle you, and then next turn we'll sacrifice Amoeba, and instead get another ant out there. Right there. And just like that, we're on pace to win. Bingo! Even with the misplay, still managed to survive. Oh, our mud turtle showed up. Look at him, he's so cute. Kingfisher and a grizzly. So mud turtle's cool, but does not synergize with our deck at all. I would love to get an insect that isn't ringworm. We'll grab a magpie, because I can mush that power into something else. So we're gonna get 1 combine or 2. How many do I want to have? None of these are gonna have the ability to combine anymore. It's just gonna be these 3. Which means one of those combines will be wasted. So that means definitely have to fill up our item slot first. Ooh, that's good. I mean, that might be game winning right there. Just having a hourglass in the pocket. So you definitely get used. And we're gonna put that on... Which one do I want to put this on? I feel like I'm more likely to play Amoeba than I am to play the Corpse Maggot, so let's do this. Now this effectively thins the deck a little bit more. I'm much more likely to have 2 bones sitting around than I am 5. Okay. Here we go. So all of your reptiles will evolve. Good to know. Oh, right, and your frogs are reptiles. I forgot about that. Sure. So, Cuckoo can block this. I feel like that is a very solid start. Put you right there. You're blocking the lane. From there, we can get... Interesting. I don't want these guys to be able to evolve. But there's really nothing I can... Oh no, they block. They have the jump block. Interesting. So here's what we do. Put you here. We'll put you here. And we'll see where this goes. Yeah. Alright, so not a great start. Right. Well, you know, I could steal one of his frogs. That'll switch it to 2 damage. And I can block the other one here. This might be the time to use it. Yeah. I think you gotta. Not gonna survive otherwise. Now, how do we survive the next round? So right now we're trading. He's doing 2, I'm doing 2. If I can get strange larva popping off, I think this whole thing is handled. Yes. Oh. Just kidding. It's over already. So in that case... I get 2 pelts. Don't like that. I wonder if this frog thing still snaps up his guy. So, regardless of what happens, I have to clear this lane. Mandatory. Otherwise, my strange larva is never going to survive long enough to actually help. In the meantime, I wouldn't mind getting another ant out there. The question is, where do I put them? Both of them are doing 2, but you're flying. I think this is going to be a stall tactic. So we're going to put ant here with the knowledge that basically he's just going to get himself blown out, and we're hoping that Strange Pupa is going to live long enough to win us the game. Okay, so I do get a leaping trap. That's nice. And I think that's game. Right? I think so. Because even if... Yeah, I can hit over you to do 7, and that's enough to win. So that's it. Yeah, just pass turn. Perfect. Alright. Dogfish, we made it to the final fight. Is that 2 in a row? Or did I think I had a loss in between, didn't I? Let's see what we got. Win-loss, win sandwich. Yeah. That sounds about right. So Child 13 serves the same purpose as our skunk that we seem to always struggle to draw. So I wouldn't mind having him in my deck. Now the question becomes, which path do we take here? We can trade in our 2 pelts for something hopefully more useful. We can combine someone. We have no one to combine. I'm pretty sure we have to buy something from the Pelt Lord. Let's see. Give me some... Okay, so Flying Ant is solid. Synergizes with our deck. So we'll go with that. Then... Oh, so see, glowing red eyes, amalgam question mark? That means it's the creepy dude who shapeshifts. I like that. Let's get him. I don't think I ever saw the creepy transform dude in the campaign mode. That must be something that they added to Kaycee's mod. The developer did mention he was adding, like, totally new cards. And I should clarify, this is... you can't really see it because my cute little deer friend is down here in the corner. But this is the development build. This is very much in early beta stages still. Frankly, I still think it's very fun, though. Okay, larva's good. We got our skunk. Okay. So, how do we do this? I want to encourage Mole Man to stand here. I do that by putting an attacker in this lane. Who's going to be our attacker? So here's how we do it. We're going to put Skunk far left to be our engine. Strange Larva is going to go over here to get powered up. And Ant is going to go right here to block Moleman. Just kidding, it's Creepyman. Okay, this should work. Yeah, send it. So I need to end this turn. Otherwise he's gonna smash all my pieces. This will knock that guy out. How do we do this? I don't know if we can do this without him being able to crunch all of our pieces. So instead, let's do this. Put another Flying Ant out here. See what happens. Is he gonna get everyone? He is. Oh boy. That was a lot of our good cards, not gonna lie. Okay. They are not messing around. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have done the pass turn. That would have saved me. Okay. Okay. 3 damage, 3 damage. Can I do enough damage to end you this turn? No. But I can in 2 turns. So that's what I'm gonna do. And hope that his hook does not persist through the turn. There we go. Let's see if this works the way I hope it works. Pass. right? Your hook also passes. Good, good. Now, I don't think that he uses his powers in the second round. So this should... Oh. But he does keep his friends. But I go first, right? Do I go first? I think I go first. If so, I win, right? Oh, no, because he... No, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, my gosh. Okay, 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 okay. We're almost there. Bring me that moon. Alright. I wish he would get rid of that. Oh, he will get rid of that, though. Okay, okay, okay. We got this. Just keep up the pressure. Alright. So we're gonna get full ant strats. There we go. Put every ant we have on the board. Just do as much damage as humanly possible. A cuckoo? I don't think that's what we needed. Here we go. Check this out. This is going to give us another ant, which we can bring out here, doing 9 damage. This is going to be incredibly close. Is this how we do it? This has got to be it, right? Oh, psh. Maybe one more here? Can I do this? Oh, okay, okay, okay. So we need... Oh, man. I wonder if there's a mod to allow you to get the moon. Oh, that'd be something, wouldn't it? That would be pretty cool. I think I wait 1 turn on you. I let you do your damage once. Yeah. Okay. And then right when you're about to die, I'm gonna grab the cuckoo and a bee and an ant and yes? Yes. There we go. Oh my goodness, that was close. Ooh. Alright. Finish them. Whoosh. Alright. We did it, Dogfish. 6 misplays. That's like the lowest I've ever had. Get better at this. Let's see what we got. Entry number 4. I scoured that disc last night looking for some kind of explanation. I found some really wild stuff. It made me think, what is the old data and why does Leshy only talk about it when he's wearing the woodcarver's mask? I found some log from Mr. Kaminsky. And it was pretty clear when I met him that the guy had issues, but he seemed to be saying that this log, that the entire development of Inscryption was a cover. For what? How infuriating if true. Time to start another run, I guess. That's right, the old data. Okay, okay. A dire wolf. Oh, will strike an extra time when attack. Oh, that's new for everything. I've never seen this this sigil before. Not in any of the modes. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Imagine putting that on like a mantis or something. Oh man. How about Direwolf Pup at the end of the turn? Generates a bone. Also will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn on the board. Wow. Okay, I like these. New challenge. Bosses award regular cards instead of rares. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if that's too much of a game changer, really. Very cool. Well, hey, I think that is an excellent place to call it quits for today. Thank you so much for joining me today, Dogfish. I really appreciate the company, and I hope you'll join me again next time I'm streaming. Happy to do it. I'll catch you later. Have a good day.